Welcome to REVOLT News Weekly, where we break down the biggest stories in culture, politics, and more. I'm Tezlyn Figaro. Let's get into it. President Trump is planning a U.S. takeover of Gaza. Well, there's a new head of the Democratic National Committee. Super Bowl ticket prices are down this year. Canada vows retaliation on President Trump's tariff hikes on Canada. And Clarissa Shields made Black history as the first undisputed heavyweight women's boxing champ. Well, President Trump has confirmed what he said many times before being elected, his plans for Gaza. On Tuesday, he left no doubt that the United States is planning to take over. Take a listen.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site, level the site, and get rid of the destroyed buildings.
He went on to say the U.S. will own Gaza and will be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous bombs and other weapons on the site. The president suggested that the U.S. would level the site and get rid of the destroyed buildings, making it the Riviera of the Middle East. In other words, he says he wants to make it a resort. President Trump said that in order to end the death and destruction, Gaza's entire population would need to relocate to other countries. Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, praised the president for his fresh ideas. Take a look.
I think it's something that could change history, and it's worthwhile really pursuing this avenue.
Longtime leader of Minnesota's Democratic Party, Ken Martin, became the new leader of the Democratic National Committee. That means Mr. Martin is running the show, and the buck will stop with him. During his victory speech, he said Democrats are one team. Take a look.
Let me just start by saying we have one team. One team. That's right. The Democratic Party. We have one fight. We have one fight. The fight's not in here. The fight's out there, right? The fight's not in here.
Now, Martin said that he will focus on party finances, assessing contracts, and initiating a post-election review process to understand recent losses. In other words, Mr. Martin said, get in line or step aside. Well, the Super Bowl is here and the prices are down, but the prices will still be between $3,000 and $7,000. The average ticket prices for the past 5 Super Bowls have varied, with last year's Super Bowl 58 at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas reaching up to $12,128. I wish I would pay that. Y'all better than me. We talked to some folks to see if they were willing to drop a bag on the Super Bowl tickets to see the Eagles versus Chiefs, and of course, Kendrick Lamar.
Will I be willing to drop a bag for it? I would say yeah.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. No.
I think we pay too much for streaming services. So for me personally, I'd rather just get a group of friends together, at someone's apartment, eat some good food, and enjoy it there.
Now let me know in the comments if you're willing to drop a bag on the Super Bowl. As we have been reporting on REVOLT News, President Trump continues to threaten Canada, Mexico, and China with tariff increases. In other words, he said get down or lay down. But Canada said they plan to fight back. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said Canada will add a 25% tariff on all American goods. Take a look.
I am announcing Canada will be responding to the U.S. trade action with 25% tariffs against $155 billion worth of American goods. This will include immediate tariffs on $30 billion worth of goods as of Tuesday, followed by further tariffs on $125 billion worth of American products in 21 days' time to allow Canadian companies and supply chains to seek to find alternatives. Like the American tariffs, our response will also be far-reaching and include everyday items.
He went on to say Canada won't be the only one feeling the pain. In other words, he said two can play that game and let the tit-for-tat begin. Take a look at this.
This is a choice that, yes, will harm Canadians, but beyond that, it will have real consequences for you, the American people. As I have consistently said, tariffs against Canada will put your jobs at risk, potentially shutting down American auto assembly plants and other manufacturing facilities. They will raise costs for you, including food at the grocery store, gas at the pump. They will impede your access to an affordable supply of vital goods crucial for U.S. security, such as nickel, potash, uranium, steel, and aluminum. They will violate the free trade agreement that the President and I, along with our Mexican partner, negotiated and signed a few years ago.
Prime Minister Trudeau also said that if President Trump wants to enter the golden age for America, he would do better by partnering and not punishing. But President Trump said Americans will be okay. He said it's just a little pain and you won't have no problem with the price increase. Now check this out.
We may have short-term a little pain, and people understand that, but long-term, the United States has been ripped off by virtually every country in the world. We have deficits with almost every country, not every country, but almost. And we're going to change it. It's been unfair. That's why we owe $36 trillion.
Well, guys, you're probably wondering, what do tariffs have to do with you? The tariffs will increase the price of vegetables, fruit, fuel, cars, car parts, beer, alcohol, steel, construction, materials, toys, appliances, electronics, basically everything. And did you know 99% of shoes sold in America are imported from China? So yes, the price of shoes will go up. And guess what else I found out? Shein, my girls who love your Shein, they said that price is going up as well. Now y'all done really took it too far. Be sure to follow Revolt News as this story continues to develop. Well, there's always so much negative going on in the news, so I wanted to end the week with some positive energy. Last Sunday, Clarissa Shields won the first undisputed heavyweight bout in women's boxing history, defeating Danielle Perkins unanimously in Flint, Michigan. Now that Shields made boxing history, she said she would like to set more records. Take a listen to what she had to say.
As far as in boxing goes, I'm just going to keep racking up the wins and racking up the belts and building my brand. That's all I can really do.
Obviously, everybody wants to know what's next. That's a common question that people ask, but I'm just curious, is it even possible to top undisputed heavyweight champion of the world?
Honestly, it is a hard thing to top, but if anybody can do it, it's me.
Okay.
Shout out to Clarissa for making new Black history. I'm Tezlyn Figaro, and like I always say, use it, lose it, can't make you choose it. But I hope you choose to stay locked in to Revolt News.